Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner, Albert Campman. Albert, a lot of talk this football season. YSU, obviously a proud heritage, a lot of alumni that aren't pleased. And this goes with the territory. We're not here saying that, you know, a 10-0 wouldn't just bring them all back the other side.
It would.
But the bottom line, what's going on right now with the situation there, and I think you alluded to it in previous weeks, Coach Pelini's a plugger. He's not going anywhere. He's not giving in. But at the same time, I think fans are saying, okay, well, what's going to change?
I'm one of them. And my thing is, George, the word is change. And you've taught me a long time ago about the word insanity.
Yeah.
Is doing the same thing over and expecting the same results. They need change, and they need to change, especially on the X and O's of offense and defense. And LSU is the perfect example of looking at your program and saying, how do we get out of this rut?
How many years in a row did you write LSU off and say 10-2, fabulous defense, 3 corners will be drafted, but we know they can't win it all because they can't score. They run into the middle.
Yeah. And so I would definitely study the offensive defense. I'd study the recruiting. I'd start over and look. That's what I do and study. Because it looks like he still wants to be there and he wants to coach. And he said, in the way it sounds, he still has the passion. I want to see that, but I'm hoping it's true. And if he has that, he needs to meet with his coordinators and say, we're going to change this, we're going to do this, or get new coordinators and head in another direction.
Let's talk about it.
You can't compete in this league.
No.
The way they're playing.
No. 4-7 and got an extension coming off a embarrassing loss to Butler. Okay, you're showing faith in them, continuity, whatever the word is. And these kids, you know, today when these coaches say they'll be there the whole time, I just think their mouth's moving. But the point is, that was a pretty unusual time to get an extension after a year like that.
It's YSU.
Yeah.
It's YSU. That's why they do things. They try to take care of their coaches.
Okay.
They try to take care of their football coaches. They take care of their football coaches. They've had that long legacy since Coach Jim Tressel was there. They truly believe they are a upper echelon team, and so they don't like to change much. They like local. Coach Tressel, Coach Pelini.
Good football guys, too.
Yeah, they're football families.
I mean,
if
you tell somebody on the outside, you say, Youngstown's coach came from Nebraska.
Right.
They would think assistant. Say, wait a minute, he was the head coach at Nebraska. We got a name here. And I think you thought, I don't want to speak for you, but I'll just say, you thought with that, quote, cred would come better recruiting.
Yeah, I thought transfers. That's what I thought. And in that league, transfers is the name of the game. And they're not getting them. I think it's their style of play. That's why I think it needs to change. I'm hoping that Bo looks himself in the mirror and says, we can't do it because I believe this is the right way to do it. This is the way we do it. This is the way it's going to get done. He's got to revamp recruiting. He's got to revamp offense and revamp defense because I'm telling you, I am just a sidekick alumni who played there.
But you didn't play there.
But the
I understand. In other words, I remember about 3 weeks ago, I said to our buddies, I said, we were talking Youngstown in our Ohio show. I said, Al, I said, I could feel it because he played there. See, I'm kind of on the outside just looking and thinking, well, okay, they're 6-4. But we have a guy that calls the show that I can tell you 6-4 isn't good enough.
No, true fans. I'm talking about fanatics who go to every game, that donate a lot of money, that are all in. They've always backed their coaches. Right now they're not. And Bo, they're not all in on you. So you're going to have to win them over. And that's where he's got to change also. He doesn't give a crap about people. Doesn't give a crap about the fans. And if you're 11-0, it works like a charm.
It works great for him every year, Belichick. It works great for Bo. Did you see they booed the Pats off the field yesterday?
I loved it.
I know you did.
You don't know. Because I know it's real life.
Yeah, he was a regular team.
I saw him complain. I happened to
never complain about calls over.
No. The radio said He's going to chase the referees into the locker room tonight. And I said, there's a reason. When's the last time they lost 2 games?
Lost 2 in a row. I can't remember.
Can you think about the last time they lost 2 games?
No, they had 20-some at home in the regular season. No, I agree. And
it brings out the best in everybody. Brings out the best in everybody.
Okay, so here we are to the point where no divorce is imminent.
That's okay with me.
Okay.
As long as they decide to change. If you think it's just going to change, like, all right, let's keep doing the same thing we've been doing. Well, we're going to be sitting here next year.
Definition of insanity, repeating the same behavior, expecting a different result.
There's no result changing.
So you're saying, does it involve actual
everything
coordinators, or does it involve
everything? You heard me say everything.
Well, how so though?
Recruiting. First, revamp recruiting.
Okay, so
that's number one. Well, you're gonna say we're gonna be national recruiters. You're going on the road. If you don't want to coach for me, you're gonna be on the road 24 hours a day.
Here's your credit card. Come back in 10 days
with 10 players.
Florida. Come back.
Florida, Georgia, everywhere.
Someone gets
every state. Every state.
Okay, we've had the Colorado State coach on before, former Georgia alum tight end, in his recruiting area is the South.
Yeah, and if the budget doesn't fit that, then come up with a way to do it. I don't know how you do. Get the alumni to raise money. You're going to have to recruit, because you're not beating North Dakota State, South Dakota State, Illinois State, Northern Iowa with the players you're getting in this little area. At one time, Jim Tressel lived at the perfect time.
Yeah.
He did. He said,
I'm going to
Ohio.
Pitt did the same. They had Marino. They had Jimbo Covert. Yes. They had Bill Frelick. All these guys. Pitt could win with the Whitfield players.
And so did Jim Tressel in Ohio. He said, I'm gonna surround Youngstown.
Yeah, he did.
Get every player. There's not a lot of good players. That's all there is.
Not enough to win this league.
No, not. Remember, that's the wrong word. There's not a lot of big time players. There's a lot of great players.
I get it.
But they're going to Westminster, or they're going to Ball and Wallace. That's where they belong. Because that's great football. Yeah. But YSU's another. These are pros.
No, these
are pros.
No, don't. I've seen Slippery Rock. I've seen them. They're in the national semifinals.
And those where's the quarterback from?
Valdosta.
Yeah, that's what you got to get. You're going to have to go out and get players all over the place if you're going to compete with these teams. So that's number one. Number two is recruit. Number two, I told you, revamp the offense, revamp the defense. There is nobody winning today 10-3. Nobody. When I mean nobody, I mean nobody. You're going to have to score 35 points or more to win in college football today. And if you're thinking about winning the other way, you have no chance to win that way. I see the 4 teams in the national championship, all 4 averaging 550 yards a game. Yeah. 550 yards a game. That's who's winning. There's nobody saying, you know why they're going to win this? Because their defense.
Beat them out.
Because they're going to beat them 10-0. There's no 10-0 scores anymore.
That doesn't say you don't have to block and tackle.
Oh, no, it's still the most important thing.
But
still,
and another thing,
the game's changed immensely.
You're a kid. Big high school star. You're getting 8-10 texts every couple hours. Are you going to go somewhere where they take the quarterback out in the goal line? I know you're not.
No, why would
Not that YSU does, but Pitt does that.
Why are you doing it?
And it makes me think the same way. They say they want better players, 5 stars, 4s, but they seem to be getting a lot of 3s. My question would be, would you want to come out on the goal line?
No. But YSU, we're talking
yeah, YSU, no, but it's the same idea.
I'm just saying,
you got to up it.
You got to up the recruiting. And once you get that, then you get your offensive defense changed, and hopefully the fans will come back. So because right now they're not. And good luck to you, Bo, because it's not going to be easy. I'll say that. Talking about a coach who's done it the right way, Sean Guerrero at Springfield went to the state championship game. I remember him taking over in 2011 and trying to get the thing straightened out. Well, 14-1 later, and what a year they had. Going to the state championship, they now double who comes out for football. You know, it's important to get all the kids out. They've also got the weight room going in the right direction. They also got all the great athletes coming out of their school. And anytime you get to a state championship game, Coach, you're in great shape. Congratulations to Springfield for a great year. I think it's going to be by a better team. And just a better team.
He said it.
Sometimes that happens.
So,
sometimes just be by a better team.
Maybe we'll go back 17, 18 weeks, and realize what we accomplished. Right now, obviously it stings. But they said they was 21-0 before they got like slapped.
Yeah, at least they know though that they didn't lose 17-16.
And could he have prepared more?
Yeah, done something. No, they just weren't as good.
No.
And had two guys, 2,500 yards and 1,800 yards, just a runaway freight train. Congratulations, Springfield. You know, state of Ohio, you get to the state championship game.
Yeah.
That is quite an accomplishment, no doubt about it.
No, hats off, kids. I mean, anybody who's playing in week 16,
right?
God bless it. It's too long. We'll say that. We both think it should be done in December.
Right.
Whether they start a week early or peel the playoff teams in half, there's something.
Whatever. Yes.
Yeah, like Pennsylvania just finished last Saturday, and I mean, honest to God. And then I see the basketball score. So I said, guy goes to me every day. He said, I see Wilmington got killed. I said, really? And you expected different. They were out there 3 days.
Yes.
What you think? All right, Albert. The 4 teams are set. We'd have had a pretty good shot at 3 of them. Championship Saturday, we got 4 teams left. LSU, Oklahoma, Ohio State, Clemson. We will get into more detail here. We also are going to do a bowl special. Telling you guys, please look for it. It'll be in the next week or so. We're going to go over all the bowls. But let's just look at the 4 right now. We'll get in detail long before that. By the way, guess when that final game is? Like January 13th.
Yeah, somebody better have a good plan.
They're paying the 28th. Then they're taking like, what that be, like 15, 16 days off from playing.
Better have a good plan.
You better not get
question.
stale or get fat and happy. But let's just talk these 4 real quick. LSU and Oklahoma, what do you think of?
Yeah, I've been down the field, all 4 of them. All 4 of them are up and down the field. As I said, all 4, I've never heard anything 500 or more, over 550 yards of offense. That's the way these teams play today. No huddle, trying to score as fast as they can. Just crazy. Looking for a great quarterback to try to run the show.
How about the QBs? How about the QBs?
All of them.
What's wrong with Burrow?
All of them.
No, Hurts. I'll take Hurts on my team.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, but then you can have Fields. Oh, okay, I'll take Fields. Oh, no, you're kidding me?
Yeah, Lawrence. That's why.
How's he?
Yeah, that's the recruiting we're talking about. You got to have that player that can do things with your legs and
you'll get receivers too high up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the other thing.
They'll follow you.
Okay, let's just talk for a minute about how they got to this 4. Everybody was talking up Utah. So Friday night, if they win, there's a pretty good idea they're going to give them a shot.
They would have been in.
The Pac-12 has been slapped around a little bit, and Oklahoma has not shown well. It was all set up except for one thing, They got housed by Oregon.
Yeah, they really did. No, I don't think anybody.
Did they
could
show
have
up?
Lost, but no one could believe that would happen. I mean, Utah's really good defensively. They couldn't stop them, and so at least we could see that they didn't deserve to be in. Yeah, that's nice.
And
to
it took the suspense out.
Total suspense
on Saturday, unless that stinking Baylor would have won.
They tried to.
Hey,
they tried hard.
And you and I both know. Lucky Auburn beat them because they'd have finagled their way into that 4, old Alabama.
Oh, they'd have been it. They would have been it, yes.
No question.
Yes, yeah.
They're like Notre Dame. Somehow, if they're anywhere close, they're going to.
And I don't say they shouldn't be because they're a really great team. And if Tua plays, they probably are the top 4.
If he's healthy, they can be. Hey, let me ask you. I heard on the way over, guys were talking something about Clemson, and they're saying like, well, they'll beat Ohio State. Am I missing? I mean, I'm not saying they can't.
No, it's a toss-up.
My God,
no one can predict that game.
How good's Ohio State?
Both of them. That's a toss-up game. No question about it.
What's the other game? 8, 9 points?
15.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm going to lose. No, I'm losing right now. I'm going to say right now. You give me Hurts in 15.
You're going to need it.
I know, but I'm taking it. I'll be stubborn. I'll play for that backdoor touchdown. I'll pay for that down 21 touchdown with a minute left. You know the one where they put the guys in, like Dabo's kids in there at the end the other day? See his kid in there the other day?
Dabo's kid?
Yeah, yes. Dabo Jr.
I turned off by
he was
that.
in there.
I turned off by that.
Yeah, then when they recovered.
You needed an
I was rooting for Dabo's kid. I was a Dabo Jr. fan for a game. Let's talk NFL. Browns beat Cincy. They're supposed to. But still, technically still alive. They would need some help. They need Buffalo and Pittsburgh. One to win. Of course, one's going to lose Sunday. Then they need the other one to lose a couple more.
They're out.
Well, they're 2 back with 3 left. You're out in theory.
They're out.
But you're not out, though. I mean,
I'll write down the script.
You think Pittsburgh's going to win 2 out of 3 then?
What?
They can beat Baltimore.
They're out.
Who they beating? Pittsburgh.
Cleveland's out. Cleveland.
Well, they're 2 back though. They're not out.
I know, but they are out.
Well, yeah.
I'm saying, hell, listen. George's going to be right or I'm going to be right.
No. They're not out yet.
I'm saying they're out.
Okay. I'm saying mathematically not, because Pittsburgh.
No, mathematically not.
Because Pittsburgh could lose to Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
Aren't they 2 games under 500, 1 game under 500 still?
They're 2 behind.
No, under 500. I'm saying
6 and 7.
So yeah. So I'm saying they're out.
Yeah. 9 and 7. They need some luck. But they're daggone Buffalo and Pittsburgh playing, and Pittsburgh plays Baltimore. The way it looks so, with Baltimore, the way they are now, with 1 game ahead and the tiebreaker, that last week. Would they want to put Pittsburgh out bad enough, or would they just play regular?
No, they just play regular.
You don't think they want Pittsburgh? In other words, they would rest them either.
They don't. It depends where they're at. If they have the home field, they're going to rest.
Well, they have it.
If they do, I said, if they get the home field.
They have a game lead into tiebreaker.
I said if they get that. Okay, I don't know. But
Pittsburgh
I don't think
might get lucky.
Could get lucky. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was getting at.
Because Tennessee and Houston are both 8-5 too. I mean,
well, they play this week though.
I know, but does Cleveland have to win too?
Cleveland's going to win. I'm telling you, Cleveland's going to end 9 and 7. Steelers beat Arizona. Just what we thought. The way they're playing now, I'd like to see him give his kid a little more rope. He was only 7 for 7 on third down. But I don't want him to. They're winning.
I know, but if he's throwing the ball over the field,
well, I didn't say 50. See, I keep hearing those bad stuff, and I watch them just win every week.
I like him, but I don't want to throw that ball.
Well, we're going to be cautious. I get it.
I think it has to be.
Give the kid a little confidence. The defense is terrific.
Yeah, that's why you have to do it.
What, they have 20-some takeaways?
That's why you have to do it.
What happened there? Minka?
They got a pass rush.
Too.
And then Minka came in and gave him a lot of confidence, but their pass rush is tremendous.
Oh,
you can rush the pass.
Hey, how about that Watt? Does he come hard?
Well, you know, both defensive ends, both of them come after crazy.
Yeah, I'm watching the other day. There's like a minute left, and he jumped offside at one time. I'm like, that's okay, buddy, because I know you're coming. I didn't mind the 5 yards because they know he's coming too.
He comes every play.
Yeah, God bless him. I give him credit. Pats lose. All of a sudden, they look regular.
It's because they're not very good offensively when you don't have any players.
No, they are good.
And their line's beat up. They've always had really great offensive line.
Yeah.
Injuries took them out, and they have no receivers.
And I heard a guy saying the other day, he said, there's this fallacy that they didn't care at all about offense, and he named the kid from Arizona State in the first round. He named grabbing Sanu and another guy. So I
trying to fix it. They tried.
It didn't fix.
No.
And then yesterday, after all these years, they got 2 of the worst calls I've seen. They blew the whistle on the play where they say, what did he say in our show, Jeannie? Do not blow the whistle. Right. Let it play out. If it wasn't, we'll sort it out.
Right.
Don't stop a touchdown.
Yeah,
they did.
Stop that.
And then the kid from Arizona State I talked to you about last week, he makes one of these tightrope dives, and the genius was already out of challenges.
Right.
So there you go. Call it what you want. A lot of people think it's poetic justice. Rams. We can't bury them yet.
I'll never bury them.
Last night.
If they get in, I'm picking them.
Are you really?
Right.
Think they got that?
I think they're playing the best football of anybody right now.
All right.
No, they toyed with Seattle last night.
Oh, no.
And Seattle's really good.
Yeah.
They toyed with them. Seattle couldn't get a first down.
How about Seattle's first road loss?
Yeah, Seattle had a great year going, but the Rams are really good. That's the team I'm praying that they get in, so I'll win a lot of money.
Yeah, because
they are dominant.
You get big odds. You'll be in the road.
They're
they went in last year and beat New Orleans, so you know they can.
They're playing great.
Houston crushed at home. I don't know why. I was telling Al yesterday, I always look like the Monday before or Sunday night. Houston beats New England within an inch of their life. And everyone, I knew Houston, they got it. They're coming home to play lousy Denver. I said, I don't know why. I said, it was 14-0 in a minute.
Yeah, not for long as the NFL.
What happened?
You can't predict the NFL, and don't try to predict it. If
they've gone to the kid from Missouri.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's their defense, but just the same, he's in there.
Well, he did. They teach him some touchdowns.
Big, strong kid. Yeah. I watched the kid from Buffalo yesterday. Pittsburgh will have to watch. He doesn't get out and start.
Oh, he's my best runner except for Jackson, yeah.
Yeah, he's not as fast, but he'll run
He's
you
really
over.
fast, so just not as fast
Hey, he'll run you over.
Yeah, he's big and fast.
God bless him, is he big? Yeah. Bills lose to Baltimore. That was a tight 7-point game. If you took the 6, you really needed a field goal. One of those times where there isn't enough time left, you got to go for it. 49ers at New Orleans, probably the best win of the day.
That was the best win because that's the playoff win.
That's playoff win.
Yeah, because 49ers now looks like they're going to have the home field. You don't want to go to New Orleans. I know they won at New Orleans, it's still the place you don't want to be in a playoff.
So it's the loudest.
It's a tough place to play.
They asked the guy yesterday, they said, where's louder, there or Seattle? He said there.
Oh, really?
Because it's indoors.
New Orleans louder than
Well,
Seattle?
only because
Interesting. I never knew that.
Schlereth.
Okay.
But he could be wrong, but that's what he said.
Okay.
You know who's alive, has a pulse? They're just beaten. Minnie.
And that's the one I'm thinking is going to, I'm hoping the Rams beat them out. That's what I'm,
Okay.
It's going to come down to Minnesota and the Rams.
Okay.
For that last playoff.
Because your other ones out there is Seattle.
So it comes down to Minnesota and the Rams. I think the Rams are a way better team.
I got to
right
ask
now.
you something. What are your feelings? A lot of this, because the league that Philly and the Dallas in is so bad, the fact that they'll get a home. I hear a lot of people.
That.
But don't you think since they don't play the same teams, you can't just weigh the records?
But the record's so bad.
Okay.
I mean, you're 6 and 7.
Remember the year New Orleans went out to Seattle
they
in
killed
the
them.
beast
I know they
mode?
did. Yeah, they did.
He was skittling all over that field like a nut.
And that's one of the reasons why. You get that home field, you got a chance.
Dallas, Jerry's losing. He's cussing out the guys on the radio that he normally likes fall at his feet.
Adversity, we talk about it. That's what happens.
You know what they said? There's a magic word, and they said it to Harbaugh. Harbaugh said, I'll answer your questions, not your insults. They basically come around sideways and say it, or they phrase it differently, but they say, are you embarrassed? And that's the buzzer. That's like calling you cheaters or ref. That's the buzzer.
What's
Jerry,
that mean? Explain that to me.
Are you embarrassed of what's going on?
Oh, Jerry Jones, I asked Ken. Yeah, they did ask him that.
And Harbaugh was the same. They asked Harbaugh about Ohio State, and he said, look, I'll answer your questions.
Gotcha.
You know, that's the buzzer. You're like calling a ref a cheater. NCAA coaches, new coaches. SEC got Kardashian now. There's a Kardashian in Mississippi. What's his name?
Very interesting. Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, Lane Kardashian.
Kiffin, yeah, Kiffin.
Good luck. You're getting spanked. Yes. You ever see the Titanic? Because that's what's coming.
Yeah, it is tough. Tough place to win in Mississippi. It's not easy.
How about Arkansas?
Impossible place to win right
today,
now.
Today, South Florida got a new coach today. I saw
easier place to win.
Yeah.
Than Mississippi and Arkansas.
I'd rather play Tulsa than LSU. Would you rather play Tulsa or LSU? Of all these jobs, real quick, Missouri, Arkansas, I'm going to ask Al Campman, what's the best?
Well, that's really simple. Florida
State, easy.
That's really
They say the facilities are garbage, though.
That don't mean anything.
You don't think those kids,
Florida?
600 D1s?
There are more players coming out of Florida.
600 D1s.
He's going to get them all. What? 3 years from now, you'll be saying Florida State, Clemson go head to head. Yep, no question about it. That's the place.
So that's the best job.
It's one of the 5 best jobs.
Do you have a worse job?
What?
Missouri?
Arkansas. It's
Arkansas. Is that enough said?
Yeah, they're complete disarray.
Okay, that's what. MLB old timers selections are in. Dave Parker did. Marvin Miller finally he changed the game. He's a contributor. I mean, say what you want.
Ted Simmons, that was interesting to me.
Were you a Simmons guy?
I didn't think he was a Hall of Famer. My buddy thought he was.
I didn't. I said Hall of Very Good. I said, how about that? We didn't talk. I said that makes it the Hall of Very Good.
Yeah, I just think he's a really good player.
You know who my guy is?
His stats say it. You know,
Del Murphy.
Yeah, his stats say it. I told you he wasn't getting in.
No,
I told
I'm
him.
a Murphy guy.
Yeah.
He didn't get in. MLB Cole, now they're saying $300 million. I mean, really, that says just about 4 teams: Yankees, Dodgers.
Yeah, it limits the whole place.
Pirates will not. Can we say the Pirates aren't getting him?
I know the Pirates Indians aren't getting him.
Now Wheeler, was that ridiculous money? For
$118 million for him.
Has he worked that?
No.
No.
They're all trying though. They're all trying to get somebody.
Something I noticed the other day. I stayed up and watched that Survive in Advance that you did, the old NC State special.
That's a good one.
And here's what I noticed. I watched some highlights: Ralph Sampson, Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins.
It was a loaded ACC.
And I'm looking and I'm thinking, these guys that leave early today, we're missing that.
Yes.
We're not seeing.
That was fun.
That's not what we're watching.
That was fun.
Chris Mullen.
Yeah.
Patrick.
Yeah. By the time they're seniors, they're men. They're playing.
They're men.
Yeah, they are.
We don't get that.
No.
Do we?
No, I don't like it. It's not the same game, but there's a lot of talent out there, but it's young talent that have no idea what's going on.
Do they know how to play? I'll say no.
Zero. One-on-one they do.
You know, I don't
One-on-one
like the, you know, Denny King was telling me yesterday, they have a new phrase, you know, for
Harden.
Guys like us, old timers, that say, when I like the day when Pat Ewing, they call us, they go, okay, boomer. That's like amazing. Baby boomer.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm like,
and I'm proud of it.
Don't tell me Pat Ewing wouldn't be welcome.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
I don't see anything like.
No, it's not.
in all sports. I don't like anything
How
about
about the self-gratification?
That's sad, too.
It's even now the Steelers are choreographing their.
No, every team.
I mean, they're in there and they're doing the Temptations or whatever.
No,
all right, we got
they
about.
They work harder on that. They do the game.
Yeah, we got about 4.5 minutes. My miscellaneous column. I need your thoughts. I think Jerry Jones has someone in mind. Didn't put an interim just in case the guy went 4-0 and now he'd have a problem.
Yeah, I talked to you about that. I think so too.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do too. I know he has something in mind. I just don't know who it is.
But I mean, how firm, in other words?
Yeah,
I'm saying.
firm.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm glad we agree on that.
Yeah.
The title fight the other night, there was a heavyweight title fight. The only thing I'm going to say about it, we don't do a lot of boxing, we just mentioned, but for a man to have so little pride that he'll come in at 290 pounds. Now, the first time he was 268. Just tells me that he has no pride.
Yeah.
I mean, we're fat guys. We get it. But we weren't fat guys when we played.
Just want the money. That's all.
No, I get it. Exactly. I agree 100%. What type of pride does he have? Because he has kitchen people. He has people that will run with him. They'll get up in the morning and run with him. Say, come on, Al, let's go.
Do whatever he needs to do, yes.
And he doesn't want to do it. Your thoughts on the home field, and yours are different than mine. You think the better record should host?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, I hate it so bad. Yeah, I hate that. I have a rule. Here's my rule. I do have a rule.
I want to hear.
You have to be 500. Okay. Now, if you're let's say you're.
That Dallas thing looks like they're going to be.
If you're 8-8, then I say you can host.
Well, they're going to host. Them.
Okay.
They play Philly last game. One of them has to win.
But if they're 8-8, but if you're 7-9, 8,
okay,
whatever
the
record is, 7-9.
Okay.
I don't think you should deserve to be. I don't think you deserve to be in the playoffs.
Okay, but how about the fact that they don't play the same teams?
But that doesn't bother me one bit. They have to play somebody.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about. We have a couple minutes left. Several of these coaches, they're very shrewd. They all have agents, by the way. They don't do any of their own. They be like that old saying: if you represent yourself, you have a fool for a client, or something like that. Well, that's same way. So they have agents. So their agent, James Frank, Southern Cal's. Oh, Southern Cal's. Let's give them 5 more years.
Yeah.
Mike Leach, Arkansas. Let's give them 5. These guys play this like a fiddle. They play these vacancies. I don't think either one of these guys was going anywhere.
Yeah, they should. If you're going to do that in today's world, people are leaving at all times. If you really like them, sign them. That's looks like YSU likes Pelini, sign them.
And you don't blame these guys? I mean, well, they're not doing wrong.
I don't blame them at all. They didn't do anything wrong. No, not at all.
How do you feel about them saying, like you were upset the other day, indirectly, because the one guy stayed a year? And
I don't understand
And
that.
You said, what did he tell those kids?
I don't like that at all. Okay. If you're going to a college and they respect you enough to sign you,
4 years.
But he'd say, tough. I'll go
and
where
I thought I
go.
was staying. My wife won. Happy wife, happy life.
Yes.
Do you have anything to the fact they should be able to go?
Coaches should be allowed to go?
No, the kids who.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about that.
Okay.
Yeah, if the coach leaves, many of the kids choose their university because of the coach.
Whether they should or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do.
About a minute left. Army Navy this week. Let's just talk. You and I, way back when we first came to work here, about whatever years ago, we had to do our favorite rivalries, and we had Army Navy. Somebody said they don't have any pros, and I said you're missing the point.
Right. It's the number one rivalry going. Nothing ever. No, just go to an Army Navy game.
And I suggest here, some of you people that aren't football fans, flip it on for a quarter.
Yeah. Flip it on before the game starts. Watch the. That is the one that you want to see the pageantry before and after the game.
Yeah, when they get together and sing each other's fight songs.
It's a tearjerker.
You'll be crying.
Yeah, there's no question about it.
Hey, thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. See you next week. Perfect.